Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to shift to men's tennis, and like the Bulldog hockey team, men's tennis starts off 2-0, and head coach Chad Berryhill with us now. And coach, welcome to the show.
Good to be back. Thanks, Rob.
Good weekend, or I should say a good day, a long day for the Bulldogs. But on Friday, you get 2 wins over Davenport and Aquinas. Just talk about the start your team had this spring.
Yeah, first, we're not really used to playing double headers like that, especially right out of the gate. But want to make sure they had a lot of tennis in, and we got a lot of new guys. So I think introducing 2 matches the first day was good, so we could kind of see where our conditioning level is and give some guys different chances to play in some spots. And overall, we played good tennis.
I know in the fall you had a chance to get out there with the guys some, and then obviously training throughout the winter. Talk about what went in to getting ready for that season opener.
Yeah, a lot of conditioning, definitely in the fall, getting a chance to play some tournaments, which is more individual based in tennis. And then you get to the team in the spring. But like I told our guys before, it seemed like we hadn't played in 2 years. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting for that match to start. So coming out with energy was a big thing. But with having so many new guys, we're just really working on composure and finding the right pairings for doubles. And that was our key definitely on Friday.
Match number 1, late morning match on Friday against Davenport, and you get off to the great start. You sweep the doubles around and then take all 6 singles flights for the 9-0 win.
Yeah, the doubles has always been really key for us. That's what we always stress, and that was something that we were really strong at last spring. We definitely had a streak going where we were up 3-0, so we stressed that again in that first match. The last time Davenport came to Ferris, they pulled out a 5-4 win against us, so we definitely weren't overlooking them, but we played really well, especially having new doubles pairings at every spot. I was really pleased what I saw out there with our guys and their intensity.
You mentioned a lot of new guys in the lineup. What does that mean to get that first win with some of those guys seeing their first action here for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, a lot of smiles and fist pumps by those guys. They were just itching to get out there and really excited. But yeah, we've got freshmen that play at 2, 3, and 4, and then we got a new transfer that plays at 5. So a lot of new faces out there. For me, it was really weird not seeing like a Laurent Gallerno and Aaron Dial, those types of guys out there from last year. But this group is special, and they had a good day on Friday.
Came back, and you mentioned it, kind of a rare doubleheader here for the Bulldogs, a late evening match against Aquinas, and you were able to pull out a 7-2 win.
Yeah, Aquinas is another tough team, and they usually come out and play really disciplined tennis and good doubles. So we definitely stressed that with our guys before we got out there. You could tell our guys were a little bit more fatigued for the second match. I guess just having that break and your energy level comes down, so we tried to pump that up immediately to start the second match. But overall, we played good doubles again. We got up 2-1 after the doubles, and then we're able to play good singles as well.
Bulldogs playing at home at the Racket and Fitness Center. I know your team likes to play at home. Talk about that home court advantage for you in these 2 matches.
Yeah, it's a special place to play at. We can usually pack that with a lot more tennis crowd that you're going to see than a lot of other places. We're a little bit worried this weekend knowing that a lot of our tennis management students were out at a convention, so we weren't really sure what our crowd was going to be like, but we still had a great turnout. So kudos to the community for coming out and supporting our team, and we definitely feed off of that energy that the crowd helps us bring.
You mentioned the loss of Laurent and Aaron Dial and some of those guys. Who takes over the leadership role now in terms of the upperclassmen on your team?
Yeah, we're still kind of searching for that leader. We've got guys like Tyler Bridges, who's our lone senior this year. He's obviously played a lot of tennis. Alex Brown, Vasil Serduc, those guys have really stepped up. And oddly enough, all 3 of those guys were teammates at a junior college before coming to Ferris, so they know each other well. But I guess we're kind of asking all of our guys to be leaders this year, and everybody has to do their job and do their part, and so far everyone's bought into that, and it showed for our first 2 matches.
I know a strong international flavor for the Bulldogs. Talk about those guys and how they react and get along with each other, being from different backgrounds.
Yeah, it's a challenge that I think a lot of coaches don't get a chance to necessarily have every year, with having so many different cultures and trying to bring that team together. But at the end of the day, we've established the right culture for our tennis team, and it's even fun. We even have a guy this year. He's the guardian of one of our players, Nuruddin Iswan, and he was a doubles national champion and All-American for Ferris, and brought a guy back. And but yeah, having that international flavor is definitely a lot of fun. It's good for our American kids to see some other cultures, but those guys are pretty good players.
How have the past couple of years and the success you've had here at Ferris State already helped really build this program as you move forward?
Yeah, we're to a point now that we've got a lot of our players are bringing their friends over, and that definitely helps because when you're trying to recruit internationally, it's hard to go out and see them play. So you're kind of really relying on what you see from their video or talking from their coaches. So now we're getting to a point where our team guys are bringing in guys that they already know, and that's definitely helped bolster our roster. And we're really 12 deep with guys that can play. So we're really blessed. Blessed in that way. It can be a curse because everyone's fighting for playing time, but that depth is going to be key for us this season.
Off to a 2-0 start, and now the next match on tap, a match against the Division I school in Western Michigan. Talk about going into that match on the 15th.
Yeah, Western is obviously it's a good team. Obviously, like you said, it's Division I. The hardest transition is that Division I plays a little bit different of a format than we do in Division II, where they play no-ad scoring, which means it's first to 4 points rather than win by 2, and then doubles matches are played to 6 instead of 8. So you can't really mess around in those matches. You have to come out ready to go, ready to play key points right away. So that will be a different challenge for us, but one that we'll work on practice this week and hopefully get ready for.
I know after that match, back at home for 4 matches, regional-type matches, and then you head south for your spring break trip.
Yeah, I know the guys are definitely looking forward to spring break, but it's been pretty mild winter here in Michigan, which has been nice. But we've got 2 really key region matches before we go down in Lewis and Southern Indiana. Both of those teams were at the same site with the NCAA regional last year. Southern Indiana, a team that we played in the first round. So 2 tough tests coming up early in the season, but I think our guys are up for the challenge for sure.
How do these types of matches and the matches you'll play over spring break prepare you for the conference season coming up in March and April?
Yeah, really right when we get back, we start with the conference, so having those tougher matches definitely gets you prepared mentally. Winning conference last year, we know we're going to have a target on our back every match we go into, so everyone's going to be out to give us their best shot. So we know we just got to be ready and play solid, play within ourselves, and we got to bring it every match.
As you look towards the GLIAC, what do you know about some of the conference opponents, and what do you expect out of the GLIAC race?
Oh, we're looking for Northwood to be there, like always. I know they've got a tough team, and Grand Valley's got a tough team as well with a lot of depth. So I think those 2 will be our main competition. But our league's had some depth over the last couple of years, and there's always some surprise teams that come out of nowhere with some new guys or whatever that come in January. So it's always going to be tough.
Well, Coach, congratulations again on the great start, 2-0 for the Bulldogs, and best of luck as you travel to Western Michigan.
Thanks, Rob.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.